Good morning, I'm Jordan McCool. Thanks so much for joining us for News Channel 7 today. With the holiday season coming to an end, maybe your bank account is stretched a little thin. Whether it's bagels or holiday treats, the office break room is often a dumping ground for free food. I know that is definitely true here. They always have very funny and interesting names. The one they're doing right now his name is Crumpet. For many people, paying off a 30-year mortgage takes, well, 30 years. But for the Dixon family, they made it happen in just 8 years. One person is dead and another is wounded after a shooting in Apalachicola Sunday night. It happened around 9 p.m. on 23rd Street. I mean, and I have to imagine just, obviously climbing up Mount Everest is challenging in itself. And then playing rugby, I mean,
adding that on top of it.
That's pretty impressive. We're going to kick off the morning with getting a look at your forecast for this Friday. And it was a little chilly walking into work this morning, but how's the rest of the day looking? And it looks like all flights leaving out of ECP look like they are on schedule. Of course, it's always a great idea to check with your airline. I'm very excited, and it smells really good too. I'm definitely excited to taste these as well. But again, they're going to stick around. A Christmas night car crash took the lives of 3 Geneva high school students and hurt 2 of their classmates. The single vehicle accident happened when the car they were riding in ran off Westville Avenue. A Panama City man is facing multiple drug trafficking charges after a search of his home Friday. Bay County Sheriff's deputies arrested 40-year-old Trayman Pace. We hope that you have a great Friday, a great weekend, and of course, we will see you back here on Monday. Turning ordinary trees into beautiful works of art is Chad Gainey's specialty. He's been carving tree sculptures for 7 years, but since the hurricane, his talent has a little more meaning.
Everybody has a tree stump, everybody's got a tree that they've lost. And it's also a, really inspiring thing to me because this is kind of a symbol of the future for the homeowners and customers and even the community.
He's turned several hurricane-damaged trees around the community into beautiful tree sculptures. Just another step in the rebuilding process and creating a better 850.
It's kind of a, a transition. Just like the tree was there and it was a big, beautiful tree, it could have been completely symbolic of things that were taken away during the storm and then making that transition into the next phase of rebuilding and what's to come afterwards.
Like many people in the community, Stacy Ellisor Grimes knows this all too well.
We lost a tremendous amount of trees. You couldn't walk around the property. It was like pick up sticks with giant pine trees, and it can be a little overwhelming when your total landscape changes overnight.
She's been following Gainey's work on Facebook for years and wanted him to create something in her yard, but it never seemed like the right time.
And when you have all your trees taken away unplanned, you kind of look around, and we found one particular oak tree that was really special to my dad. And it made it, but was not in the best of shape, so I decided it was the right time and the right tree. So it's going to be really special.
Gainey's work is seen from Panama City to Lynn Haven and Mexico Beach.
I've done a lot of stuff that's patriotic. I've done a lot of stuff that has to do with coming from ashes to, to rebuilding. And that seems to be kind of the theme with a lot of the hurricane trees that I've been doing.
He's bringing a little bit of hope and beauty back to the Panhandle, one tree sculpture at a time. Jordan McCool, News Channel 7.
We fell in love with the people here, and we just haven't been able to forget them. And in 12 years of doing disaster relief, this is as bad as I've ever seen. So we have to stay committed to the long term.
Long-term help in the form of food is what Mercy Chefs is all about. The nonprofit was founded 12 years ago by Chef Gary LeBlanc after Hurricane Katrina. His team has since worked more than 120 disasters.
We feed victims, volunteers, and first responders in national emergencies and natural disasters.
This is Mercy Chef's 3rd time in the Panhandle since Hurricane Michael, and this month they will serve college spring break volunteers and the community.
We've become very aware of the need for long-term recovery, and supporting people that are coming in and doing construction and cleanup on the long term is something that we're perfectly equipped to do.
LeBlanc says their efforts wouldn't be possible without the support from local volunteers like Gail Tomlinson. She came down after the hurricane to check on her sister and started volunteering with Mercy Chefs.
We were filling containers of meals And then we would load up boxes and drive them out to people who literally could not get out of their neighborhood.
She also recognizes the need for continued support in our area.
This area is still just, 5 months later, there's so many people that haven't recovered. And I love what Mercy Chefs does, their heart, their giving spirit.
Mercy Chefs will serve more than 10,000 meals in just this trip alone, and LeBlanc says they'll be back.
We're coming back every opportunity we can to do more. We've fallen in love with the people here.
A hot meal and a smile, two things that go a long way for a community that's been through so much. Jordan McCool, News Channel 7.